Hey friends, happy evening y'all. I don't even remember what day of the week it is. It's been a long week, but I thought I would take a few minutes and just plant some flowers and let you ride along for the journey. So, got my nails done. So I am going to wear gloves today. A lot of times I don't, but they're fresh and the dirt tends to go in them and under them, and probably better that I preserve them a little bit. So hopefully everyone is having a good week so far. Sorry, it's like, I don't know, it's evening time here, so bugs are starting to come out a little bit, but it's been pretty hot here lately in southern Illinois, very extreme southern Illinois. And so you gotta wait until the evening comes to do any type of outdoor work so that you don't catch a heat stroke. Plus for flowers, like any type of plant really, again, I'm a little bit new to gardening, but my understanding is that plants, especially flowers, like to be transplanted like later in the evening, like late afternoon, evening time, so that being out in the sun, the hot rays of the sun and the afternoon heat, it doesn't cause them to wilt. They just like acclimate better if you do it during the evening time, or so I'm told. So that's what I always do. But anyway, today I have just a couple of Vinca. These are like annuals. They really love hot weather apparently. I've got 2 purple and a pink. I've got like 7 more over there on my patio that I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with, put them in pots or something. But we're gonna start with 3 because my pot's not that big that I'm gonna plant them into. I actually started these from seed. I was really impressed with myself because, like, look at them. Look at that. Like, I grew that from a seed. You should see. I wish I had the seed to show you, but honestly, the seed is so small, you probably can't even see it on camera. They are like itsy teensy tiny seeds. I started them inside. I was getting the itch to like plant things while it was super cold outside. I probably started them like maybe late January. I used just those little peat pellet things. I know like Jiffy makes them. I don't remember who else makes them. I might have bought these off of Amazon. I'm not really even sure, but they're like these little peat things, and you add the water to them and they swell up and turn into a little like pod. You guys that know gardening, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, I don't know why I'm explaining this to you, but I used a little Jiffy peat pot to start out and put like 2 seeds maybe in each of them, and I have an indoor kind of little grow tent thing for flowers that's pretty small. Had some grow lights in it and had a heat mat underneath it because they really like the heat. They won't sprout unless it's like 80 degrees or higher. So I set the temperature on the heat mat, I think it's 78 or 80 degrees. You keep them moist the entire time, and I started them, and again, super surprised that they actually like turn into flowers. It's really, the last year has been the first year that I've experimented with starting flowers from seed, which is a completely different ball game than like buying plants already partially or fully grown and just transplanting them. So basically I have a pot from previous years. It's been outdoors, so it is a little dirty, but these plants live outdoors. They're going to get dirty, and they live in dirt, so it doesn't really matter, right? And I like to recycle, so I have another pot next to me here. You can't really see it that well because, again, I'm a bad camera person, but I'm learning. Anyway, so I've got just this other dirt here that's a little more high quality that something was growing in last year, and so I'm just, there's no need to buy new dirt every year unless your dirt is like not holding moisture, or really that's it. Like if it gets crappy, you know what I mean? It's not holding moisture, it's full of like sticks, but this soil is like pretty rich looking. It's still good. And all you have to do is, if you've used the soil for a few years, just use some fertilizer or make some compost and add the compost in with it. Like, there's no need to go to the store every single year and spend money on dirt, especially when I live in the country. Now, is potting soil different than like soil I find in my backyard? Yes, 100%. And you need to like amend it. You can't just like dig a bucket of soil out of the backyard and plant these plants for the patio in them. But again, like, I can reuse this soil that I grew something in last year. There's no need for me to like dump it out and just buy something fully new. So I'm just gonna fill this pot up pretty full, because I do want it to be pretty close to the top. Not all the way full. Let's see here. Hopefully you can see. Yeah, so right now it's like 2/3 of the way full. I'm gonna put a little more dirt in here. And I've got my bucket of dirt. Like I said, I've got it about 2/3 of the way full. So I'm gonna leave it like that for now, because I'm gonna kind of plant these in the middle-ish. I like to kind of make like a pie crust. You know, like when you make like cheesecake and you press the graham cracker crust into the pan. That's kind of how I do my pots. But anyway, oh, when I grew these in Jiffy pots, I let them get like maybe 2 inches tall, and then I transplanted them into solo cups, and I drilled some holes in the bottom so that they have good drainage, but just to give them more room so they could grow. So then I just pull it out. You can like loosen the root ball a little bit, but I'm just gonna set it in here, and I'm gonna add a little more dirt to go around it, yet still leave some room for the other ones. So I've got like plant number 1 on that side. I'm gonna turn it a little. I'm gonna do my graham cracker crust method. I'm gonna take the pink one next. Make sure, like, hold it by the stem down here. Like, you don't want to hold the top, you're gonna break it off. So hold down the stem close to the base, and then I squeeze a little to loosen it up as I'm like pulling, so it comes out in one good piece. Set it in there. This one, the root ball isn't that big or whatever, so I'm not gonna like mess with it and shake it up. Put my dirt around it. You want to make sure that you plant it like at the same depth it was already in, like in the container. Just, I don't know, this is a plant rule. I'm not gonna sit here and lie like I know the reason. Like, not the scientific reason, right? The reason is because people tell me don't do that, and that's why I don't do that, and I want my plants to live. So then same thing. So over here, graham cracker crust method. Move the dirt aside. I've got my last one. I'm gonna grab it by the base, tip it upside down, squeeze a little to get it loose. Make sure it's deep enough that I can get it at the same level. There's a little weed in there, so I'm gonna pull that out because I don't necessarily need that growing in there. Add a little more dirt. Shimmy it around. Then just take some more dirt, fill in the gaps. It's not where I want it, so I'm going to scoot it over a little bit, which is cool because that's why my dirt's not really like packed that tight, so I have room to move it. Now I created a void, so I'm going to add, that might be too much dirt. Nope, we're going to make it work. All right, so I've got the dirt there, breaking up any loose clumps. And not totally symmetrical, but like, you get the picture, right? It's like a small pot, so these Vinca will kind of spill over, which is why I put them towards the middle, because as they grow, sitting out here on the open patio, they will begin to spill over and kind of grow outward. So that's all there is to it. Of course, I need to water this, so as soon as we're done here, I'm going to turn on my trusty water hose, which is not within arm's reach, and just give them a good watering, and make sure you water them consistently. Especially right when you plant them, you need to water them daily, at least for a good week, if not two, until they get like acclimated to their new habitat. But also, I mean, at the end of the day, they're not ground plants, they're potted plants, so I'm gonna have to water them like on a daily basis anyway, just so they don't dehydrate and croak. So that's it. Quick, easy task for the evening. Hope you enjoyed my video. Hope you were at least entertained for a good 11 minutes and 14 seconds of your evening. So be sure to hit that like button. Even if you didn't like my video, I say this all the time, just do me a solid. If you watch it, like, just hit like, right? Hook a girl up. So hit like, subscribe to my channel so you can see more random, silly, halfway educated videos, or just, again, be entertained for 10 minutes of your day, hopefully, and join me in my bougie country backyard life. So yeah, if you have something to say, want to comment, only nice things allowed, feel free to leave a comment on the video as well and share it with your friends. So enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope you all have a fantastic day in whatever you do, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.